That's where I didn't have my gas turned on. I forgot to shut it off. There's the penetration. So right there you can see where I started and didn't have any gas flowing. That's what happens when you don't have gas on aluminum. Anyways, I didn't clean it up, I just welded right over it. It's just for a video. So the first thing is, make sure your lead is has plenty of slack. I like to do that for every weld, but make sure for this. I like to use a TIG finger. That way I can prop right on my part. Helps slide a little and your pinky don't get burnt. Otherwise you've got to tuck your arm or your elbow into your stomach so that you've got something to rest on. And then you're going to make sure that you're centered in this part. So right here is center. So I'm going to make sure I'm right there. I'm going to keep a slight forward travel angle. Not this much, I'm just trying to show you which direction. This is about what I weld at when I'm going up. Enough to where you can see what you're doing, and so that after every puddle, that tungsten's pointed right into the joint, so it helps a little bit with the wetting in the root. And all you're going to do is get it started, try to fill up quite a bit here at the end. And then once you get it started, I'm just going to move up and make sure that the whole thing wets in and the root of the joint will like flow. You'll almost see it push in. And that's how I know I've got penetration on the backside, is it kind of becomes concave instead of flat, or convex. It'll concave into there because it's pushing through the backside. And once it does that, same thing, I'll tuck my elbow into my chest, or if I have room, I'll prop right here if it's not going to get too hot. But you still want your filler rod to be at a 90-degree angle from your tungsten. So like that. And if you're too close right here to the part, it'll actually ball up right here and you'll have problems sticking into the puddle. So watch that. Make sure you've got a good angle straight into the puddle. So you're going to add the filler rod in, and this should become convex now. So it should kind of pop out at you, and once you do that, you add your filler in. I'll wash down about 1/8 of an inch, so I'll take my hole torch and move downwards, and then I'll move it up, add my filler, wash down, move up, add my filler, wash down, and it's just this dance the whole way. And I'm just over exaggerating it so you can see kind of what I'm doing as I'm going up. It's just that dance all the way up. So you might move forward 1/4 inch, add your filler, wash down 1/8 of an inch. Move 1/4 inch, add filler, wash down 1/8 of an inch. It might not be that extreme. It might only be moving forward 1/8 of an inch, washing down 1/16. It's whatever's consistent for you and doesn't overspace your bead. And you're just going to do that all the way to the top. Once you get to the top, when you're about 3/4 to an inch away, it's really going to heat up because heat rises. Heat rises and builds on this part right here. So once you start getting up here, you're really going to be backing off your pedal and making sure that it's staying consistent on the sides and really backing off. And then once you get to the top, if you can, you'll turn your torch, add a few extra filler dips and taper off. If not, you'll stop, let it cool down for a second while you reposition, and then add a few drops of filler up here. So this technique I use for fillets, lap joints, butt welds, outside corners, all of it. When I'm doing uphill or vertical up, that's my technique I'm using. And I use that because if you're just going to weld straight up, it'll look pretty good, but it'll hump up quite a bit. It just, for some reason, builds up. And when you wash down, that flattens your profile down quite a bit. So that wash down just kind of makes everything look even and flattens it to where your crown isn't super high. And it looks pretty good.